Created by Anthony Rizzo, Sydney, Australia. The Australian flag. I like it. The Union Jack on the top left corner, the Southern Cross, the 7-point Commonwealth Star, and the red ensign. Wait, what? Flags are used to represent a nation, country, or state. There are other things flags represent, but you didn't click this video for that. The Australian flag has a history, as any flag should have. And so I'm going through how we got from this flag to this flag. Okay boys, raise the context flag. The first unofficial flag of Australia was the United Flag in 1770, when Captain James Cook, or rather his men, hoisted the flag among other flags recognized as British. The Union flag was official in 1788 by Governor Arthur Phillip. Then in 1801, the flag changed to be the Union Jack as the North Ireland became part of the United Kingdom. The Union Jack comes from the three older flags from the Union: the Red Cross of St. George, representing the Kingdom of England, the White Saltire of St. Andrew, representing the Kingdom of Scotland, which together formed the first Union flag in 1606, and the Red Saltire of St. Patrick, representing Northern Ireland. There was an unofficial flag in 1831 in New South Wales to try to be the nation's flag. It was used more often between 1880 to 1899, leading up to Australia's independence. There was also a contest in 1900 for the official Australian flag, which received mixed results to the people of Australia and didn't last long. After a year, the Australian states joined together for the Federation of Australia to become the Commonwealth of Australia. However, during the celebration of the formation of the Australian nation, Australia had no official national flag to fly aside for the Union Jack. So they needed a new flag. How this came to be? Well, a contest. Yes, another contest. The flag had to have two versions, one red ensign for the merchant service and public use, and a blue ensign for the official, i.e. government use. Now, the Australian Armed Forces did use both colours, but I'll get to it later. Over 32,000 different flags were submitted, also including last year's submissions, to the Review of Reviews. Awesome review title. By April, 5 almost identical designs were the winners, each receiving £40. That's a bit over 6,000 in 2017. All flags had the Union Jack at the top left corner, a 6-point star below, known as the Commonwealth Star, each point representing the 6 states that formed the Federation. The difference of the flags came to the points of the stars on the Southern Cross, the constellation. The flag was flown on 3rd September 1901 in Melbourne. Yay, we have a flag. However, in 1903, the flag was slightly changed. The Southern Cross was changed so that all but the small star had 7 points. Also, this version was approved by King Edward VII. Yes, we needed the King's approval in 1903. In 1909, the flag was slightly changed again. This time, a 7th point was added to the Commonwealth Star, representing the internal and external territories. Oh, would you look at that? This flag made it through the 2 World Wars. Let's talk about the soldiers using the flag. During World War I, Australia used the red version to represent Australia, evident in memorials, photos, and posters. It was common for the typical Australian to recognize the red flag as their national flag. The blue version's intention was for the military ships and maybe a few bases. In the Second World War, the blue version was more prevalent in posters and in other propaganda. The military was using the blue flag along with their own flag, though there was some confusion from the Prime Minister late in the war. However, citizens still used the red version, and depending on events, the Union Jack, though very little. So still, the red version was still the national flag of Australia, and there was no mass hate to change it to the blue flag. So how did it get changed? Enter Sir Robert Menzies, Prime Minister of Australia from 1949 to 1966. A man who would crop up in other videos, but to keep this short, in 1953 he passed the Flag Act of 1953 for the blue version to be the national flag of Australia. Why he did this? Because the flag was red. As the Cold War and the Red Scare was picking up, his campaign included eliminating communists in Australia. In short, he had the power to pass acts without the consent of the Australian citizens and the cunning to pass through Parliament. So everyone after the act was kind of okay about it. Today we use and recognize the blue version as the national flag of Australia. And the red version, well, it's still used as it was intended for, merchant ships and even Anzac parades. There are other flags that are flags of Australia, but that's a video for another day. However, it's kind of strange that the knowledge gap from the Union Jack to today's flag is not really taught in Australia. Heck, I didn't know about it until my research, especially the 1953 change. A flag change due to a man's political gain with the fear of communists without the consent of the Australian citizen. Wow. This is Riz of Australian history. Thank you for watching to the end of the video. I try to upload between a fortnight and a month. If you're from the future, check out my video of the Australian state flags. If you want to see the past, check the Battle of Brisbane, Australia and Americans' first fight.